You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. I'm Unqualified Opinion and I'm Wavering Bias. If you're listening to this on a Thursday, I'm on my way to the Gold Coast for Jarch's wedding and Eddie is holding down the fort.
Eddie'll be at home, but he will be at home. That's the sad point.
But you know what? We'll miss you.
Thanks,
But
man.
I think, you know.
Well, there was chatter in our Kings group last night. If you don't know the Kings, wake up. Tom, Jarch, Street, and myself. And Jarch was smoking a cigar, saying how toey he was for the weekend. Then that sort of brought on cigarette chat, you know, all the good stuff. Not condoning it, but we're just saying when you go to your best mate's wedding, you're probably going to have a fucking dart or two.
Well, yeah, but I thought it brought on the cigar excitement.
But you said you wanted a ciggy.
I went cigar.
Whatever.
Because Jarch was smoking a cigar.
Sure. I was like, ciggy, whatever.
No,
you know?
sure.
Smoking something.
Yeah.
And I just had to wallow in it, right?
Yeah,
I just
you
had
had
to
to
wallow
sit
in, missing out.
Yeah.
But it's my time.
It's your time, dude. It's your batter up.
You gotta pay the piper, so to speak.
Yep.
And
You're up, dude.
I'm up.
You're up.
Next batter up.
I tell you who's also up.
Send me to the plate, son.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Coach, yeah. Dad. Streety's up. Street Fighter Street.
Oh, as in, fuck yeah.
He got announced yesterday that he is fighting Liam Moore from the Inspired Unemployed crew and the Alpha Blokes podcast Royale.
Yep.
And we've known about this for a while. We've been sitting on it.
We've been sitting on it.
We've been trying to
marinating
broker it, really.
We have been. We got our first taste of our first taste, really, Tom. Of
fight promotion, not promotion.
Well, yeah, fight
making.
Fight making. You know, bit of Eddie Hearn about Tom and I.
Yep.
Shout out to him, he's different. Also, really fucking charismatic and hot. That's just an aside. 26th of April, punters and dribblers. I don't know if there's still tickets available. If there are, snatch them.
They're going quick.
Otherwise, you can watch our boy on there's be a pay-per-view. We can talk about that in the months to come.
We'll talk about it in a second.
We just don't have the details.
No, but just the fact that it can be watched on pay-per-view, just the fact that your boys Tom and Eddie back behind the mic again commentating will be difficult to commentate fight. It was difficult commentating Jarch.
I hope he wins. It wouldn't be
dude.
good for Team Shane Keith, Team Hello Sport
to go
0-2.
I know. Fucking Ronnie Blakey messaged us last night and he was like, holy shit, like responding to the thing, and then he was like, how's Streety's fight? How's Street go? I think Liam's into his boxing, and I'm like, like, I know Street loves to fight. Streety's been a mate of mine, like our friend who always loves to fucking punch on, right? Like that's been his thing. But just hearing that someone else also does, I'm like, duh.
Well,
we need to get him fucking. He's so jacked at the moment.
he looks terrific. He's hungry for work. Tom.
He's hungry.
He's hungry for work, and there is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that Street has the dog within him. Like he's all dog, right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be.
He did train Muay Thai, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It's not going to be. It's not going to be an attitude thing. It's not going to be.
No.
It's not going to be lack of courage.
No, fuck no.
And it's certainly not going to be lack of cunt.
No,
I can promise you of all those things.
Those things are within the box.
That's right. It hopefully it doesn't come down to Liam just being a freak.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like
that would annoy
be
me.
A curveball.
I would like it to just be two like dogs. You know what I mean? Because it feels like they both wanted to fight and they didn't care who they fought, and then it was like they got paired. And it's like anyone who wants to do that, especially when they have businesses that are going well, they've got like they just have something within them that.
Well, Liam's got a great show on the go.
That's what I mean, right? They have careers. Things are going well. It's not like
Streety's a business tycoon. Like
he's a business tycoon who plays golf fucking 9 days a week. Like
he does it all.
When you've got that, like to have this still like, you know what though, dude, I need to fight another man.
Well, that's
the thing where you go, okay, this is going to be like just a dog fight where people just want to fight each other.
Well, because you and I don't have that within us, Tom.
Not a bit of it.
Never had it.
No.
Me, probably more than anyone. I'm a docile fella, you know.
You're a manatee.
I'm a manatee. And
which was almost hunted to extinction because they were so friendly. And they didn't realise what they were getting into.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the sea cow.
The sea cow. Eddie Simpson, the sea cow.
Eddie Simpson, the sea cow. If you follow my Instagram, I was with him in Mexico last year. Not a big deal.
Cenote.
In a cenote. It's not about me.
No.
It's about the boys. We were at a Hacker Major last year, Macquarie Links, Tom. Liam was there. One of the greats, by the way.
Great guy.
And
Unfortunately,
he was
we are pitted
asking me.
against him.
He was asking me. He's like, mate, do you know Tommy at Alpha Blokes? Do you reckon you could get me a stink? And I just thought to myself, why, bruh? Why do you want to go fight someone for? And then Streety, when he got married recently, like he finalised it all, he was begging me for a brawl. So I start thinking maybe they can fight each other. All of a sudden...
You're like Cupid, except with dudes that want to punch on.
Yeah, but willingly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're willing as fuck. And all of a sudden, now we've got the pay-per-view draw, in my opinion. This is the big one.
Dude, I was looking at it
This
on
is the big
it
brawl.
pumped last night when they put that up on the Alpha Events Instagram. It pumped. Like,
Of course it did. The people want this fight.
Yeah,
the
they
people
do.
want this yarn.
Yeah.
He's obviously team inspired, unemployed. We love all those boys over there. Shout out to him. But
Sorry.
I unless you're an elite boxer, Liam, and I don't know about it,
Yeah.
I think you're in big trouble.
Huge trouble.
Huge trouble.
I don't know whether, and listen, like, there is an old saying from down where we come from that, you know, only the people from that part of the world know.
Yep.
And it pertains directly to one Hamish Street Fighter Street.
Yes, it does.
And it's, if you're fighting a fighter, it's the fight of your life, because the fighter is a fighting man.
And those words have always rung true. And if you know the fighter,
Yeah.
then you know that he likes to fight.
Yeah, he loves to fight.
Loves it.
He loves to fight. And again, he's learnt to curtail his desire for violence over the years.
Yeah, well, he's mature.
He's matured because there's been, you know, it'll only come out maybe with a couple of psychedelics and some rugby league grand finals in the studio.
Listen,
when
he
him and
doesn't
Josh
mind-
want to get into a fucking jiu-jitsu competition.
He doesn't mind ripping the lid off, Tom, and he doesn't mind rolling around.
Yeah.
That's sort of where he's got to, but you can still see behind his eyes a deep, deep desire to throw down.
Yeah. Which is why it's so exciting. I'm going to be insufferable on comms. I'm not going to be able to help it. I'm going to try and be professional,
That's what it's
Eddie.
about.
I'm
That's
going
what
to try and
it's
be
about.
professional, but I can't.
I'm going to be so rattled if he gets knocked out.
Well, we've been through it at least.
And I'm only saying that not because I think it's going to happen. No,
because we've
but
seen
because
it.
I've lived through it.
Yeah, we've lived through it.
I've lived through it.
I tell you what, though, and I'll say this, and maybe it's
I've
easy.
seen the panic on Steph's face as her man gets
flatline.
flatline, his
and
shoulder
then
comes out.
Pretends that he did.
and then pretends like he didn't get knocked out.
Yeah.
One of the saddest stories.
We need to get Bachunkin merch. We need to get merch. We need to get onto merch now. We need to have like T-shirts before the fight. We need to have merch before the fight.
Well, you can. Yeah, we'll get a design made.
No, but I think we need to sell some Bachunk Streety fan merch.
Yeah, of course. We'll do a pre-sale.
Yeah.
We've already got some blanks, baby. Don't worry about that. We're ready to go. Good. We just need to get a design going. Cody, where are you?
Cody,
no more
come on.
holidays.
No,
listen,
dude, I'm fucking
listen
so
here.
sick of that.
No more
shit.
holidays ever
Again. Chain him to
Maybe
his
the end of the year, but otherwise, no.
Bruh, he's had like a 12-month holiday.
I know. It's just ridiculous.
What about the 2 weeks I've got in May
You've got...
that I told you about at the end of last year and you said yes?
Where are you
when
going?
When in May?
Going to Bali at the
What?
end of May.
And, yeah, that's okay.
Yes, at the end.
Okay.
Listen, you have accrued a lot, so
Yeah,
that's it. There, you let you off on a technicality,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
employment law technicality.
just checking. Just
For the
checking.
rest of
Legally.
ya,
Yeah.
big trouble. Big trouble.
Anyway, that's late April. It's on in the Gold Coast.
Tickets still available on Ticketek or through the link on the Alpha Events Co. Instagram.
Thank you very much, Tom. This is unmissable stuff.
No,
I'm telling
my
you
God,
right now. They've also got him in the co-main space, which
Oh,
is where
do
Jarch
they?
fought last year.
Do they?
Yes.
Now, listen, punters and dribblers, we need you to get behind our boy Streety. We know you love him. We know you love Streety, but we need... This is our fucking crew. This is the punters and dribblers getting behind Streety here. So we need you to fucking
Mr.
lift.
Bachunk
Mr.
himself.
Bachunk himself. Mr. Johnny and Noy. That was what someone left in the comments. I bet Johnny and Noy are going to fly over and be in his corner.
Dude, we should get a video message from him.
Dude, I don't... If we could get a video message from Johnny and Noy, that'd be huge.
Can you look into that, Tobler?
I don't...
Yeah, I'll
listen,
track down
we'll
Johnny
look
and
into
Noy.
it. I don't know whether Johnny and Noy...
Facebook. That'd be it.
Try find him.
Facebook friends with Streety. I guarantee it. That's where you'd look.
I bet you... Well, listen, I'm not going to rule out anything right now. Anything's possible.
I just think it'd be nice to get a video message from Johnny and Noy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Wishing him all the best.
All the best.
And just a subtle reminder, where's that money?
Yeah, you owe us significant amount of money. Well, actually, do they owe him? I can't remember how it went.
No, he underpaid him.
No, but then his old boy fucking sent across money, and then Johnny went and punted it at the races in Thailand and blew it all. And he's like, I'm going to need some more money.
I don't remember that part. Anyway,
Fucking hell.
that might be your memory playing up again.
Oh, listen, dude, it could be, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
I'm so jacked for this fight.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how Liam goes because you always got that dog in him.
And then I'm also excited for afterwards, just an ungodly rip.
Yes, an ungodly rip. If we end up getting that Airbnb, we might leave the girls there and then stay at the...
That's I've already thought that in my mind.
Like, I think we get...
No, I've already thought that in my mind.
You've already have?
We leave them there. We make sure that
You
it's
leave them there and then we'll go to the Langham.
and we'll go on
We'll go to the Langham.
and and just party.
On this occasion.
Just the one night.
Just one night. Yeah. Good. Excellent.
Okay. Next.
And I'm
question.
bringing my sister so she can... I'll be like, you've got help.
Yeah,
And you've got Steph. So...
it's fine. Carly can go back. Assuming she'll come up. She can go back in the Airbnb. With
So,
us.
yeah.
Sorted.
Mums do that one.
As long as everything comes through that we've got planned.
There's a lot of
There's a
moving
lot of things that
parts.
need to go right.
There's a lot of moving parts. I'm just giddy with excitement already.
We need to get street training though.
Yes,
We've got
we
to
do.
get him in a gym. We've got to get him training. We've got to get him boxing shorts. We've got to get him everything. So
if you are a boxing trainer
in the eastern
in the
suburbs
eastern
of Sydney,
suburbs, reach out and...
we may just go and find someone. I'm pretty sure Josh knows someone. But if you want to train
Well, no,
street,
but there's option. I don't mind an option.
no, I don't mind an option.
And we're happy to pay. So it's not about,
This isn't about getting
if your
freebies.
time's precious,
Yeah.
you can be remunerated via Tom and
Cash.
I. Cash. Well,
Well, money.
probably a
cash
tranny.
money.
Probably a tranny.
A tranny.
Transfer.
Oh my god. I was like, wow, what?
Where's your dirty mind
Hey.
going? Hey?
Hey.
You reckon we're going to get him a tranny for the night?
No, that's not what I'm saying. The way you said it, and that is not what I thought you were saying.
Well, it's what you're implying.
No, how dare you? Before we get into a bit of rugby league, a bit of fucking blow up bats and the like, we have a Supercoach league.
Tobler, take it away with the code.
Let me just get it up.
It's already pumping.
It is pumping. This is on the public record. So there is no room for error or doubt. In the past, people have set up leagues in our honour. They were not sanctioned by Team Hello
No, they were
Sport.
not.
Thus, prizes were never handed out.
Yep.
Or maybe I sent someone a hat because I felt bad for them. This year, there are prizes.
Yep.
There is a big prize, undisclosed,
Yeah.
at the end to the champion. So you got to be in it to win it.
You got to be in it to win it.
Because round 0 is this Sunday.
Yep.
So the league code is 100632.
100632. How many people we got in there right now?
Almost 1,700.
More. We need more.
Yeah, of course we need more.
I'm telling you right now, this prize will drop panties
Yep.
and undies.
Yep. And boxer shorts if you wear them.
Who wears boxer shorts?
Probably I wouldn't be surprised if boxer shorts are coming back with the Felixes of I wear jean shorts and fucking.
Felix would wear them, for sure. John Ingate used to wear Cartman ones every single day, didn't wash them. That was at school, apparently.
Sebo, we always used to wear silk boxes in high school, and one time Sebo, we went to the when we were boarding.
When you say silk, do you mean faux silk?
yeah, whatever that fucking shit
Well,
was.
just you're rich, so.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yep. Silk pajamas night, yeah. And Sebo, we were at the dining room for breakfast, and he's standing there, and I've said this before. This is a famous episode, I think, back in the day called "Send Him North." But
How do you remember that?
because it made me laugh. It was a particularly funny one from memory, or at least it made me laugh. But he was standing there, and he had these these black boxes that had kiss lips all over them, and he tucked he had just this little mound of dong popping up out the top of his pants, but it was pushing up the boxes, so it was just these lips popping out, and he tucked his shirt behind his boner by accident.
Yeah, instead of in front.
Instead of in front, and he was just walking around with his heart on just popped out the fucking top of his pants. I'm like, dude, is that your boner, Sebo? And he got fucking so embarrassed, as you would.
As you would.
As you would. Nice to have your erection pop out of your pants, though. It was a bit of a flex. He was probably doing it on purpose.
Looking for the sun,
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
Bit
a,
of
tree,
photosynthesis.
like a tree in the Amazon.
Yeah,
Looking
or
for light.
or a bloody just a plant generally.
Yeah, of course.
But
All that that light fish that went up looking for the sun. Did you see that?
the light fish looking for the sun.
What's that fish that has the light that hangs off the front of it?
You mean the deep sea one?
The deep sea one. On its final day, it swam up to see the sun. Pretty cute.
Pretty
Anglerfish.
cute.
Huh?
An
Pretty
anglerfish?
Anglerfish, yeah.
Why is it cute?
Because it's like it lives in the dark, and on its last day, before it died, it swam up to the surface.
Died? Is this one fish or is this all of them? Is this what they do?
This one did it. I don't know if they all do it. This one
Okay, so
did.
this is a story about a fish.
It made a rare appearance in the waters off the coast of Tenerife.
And people are just getting emotional about it.
Is this recently?
I saw it recently, yeah.
Okay. Chili.
But such as the internet, you're never quite sure when anything happens.
Anything happens, exactly. Or if it's real.
Looked real. But I mean, it's getting pretty good now.
It's
I tell you what I've been doing, watching a lot of. Shoot me. But it's like POV. I haven't...
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's, you wake up on the last day in Pompeii. You wake up...
Bro.
You wake up in a World
yeah.
War I German submarine.
We're
like,
in
all
this-
this
we're-
shit.
our
I'm like,
algorithm,
yeah,
yeah.
lad. This is good stuff.
Yes.
Enjoying it.
But you're like, this is just bullshit.
First class passenger or Titanic.
Oh, you had that?
Yeah, that. Yep.
But it's all bullshit, right? Like, it's not real. So you know what I mean? That's the only thing. Is it's like, if you could really give me what it was like back there, you're just allowing... The one that was like in Ireland or Scotland, it was like rainy and muddy and shit. And I'm like, fuck growing up in that.
Oh,
time,
mate,
dude.
some of them waking up with the Black Plague. Was that what called? The
Black Plague, yeah. Black Death.
Then I got into the rabbit hole of doctors wearing those like crow masks. Have you seen them?
I know those masks. I don't know why they wore them. I didn't know those doctors.
It was essentially so you couldn't They thought that they helped with prevent the transmission of disease to the doctor somehow.
But they just looked terrifying.
Terrifying.
You know, they used to also like not wash when that like doctors were doing like surgeries and shit. They just used to like not, before they realized that like washing your hands.
Oh, no.
They used to just fucking raw dog you. Like the transfer of diseases was just
mate, it's unbelievable.
absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Mate, before penicillin, right? If you got a cut, you could lose your leg. Could you imagine that?
Dude,
going, oh my God. Just a harmless little cut.
Yeah, I just
Bang,
brushed
your
up
leg's
against
gone.
like a nail.
What happened to him? Oh, he fell over while he was walking for berries.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, twig.
Twig got
stuff.
him. Twig got him. Stepped on a bull ant.
Punters Dribblers, we are brought to you by Four Pines Japanese Lager. We were out at the brewery the other day.
Oh, we're brewing things up.
Things are brewing.
Where things are brewing.
Oh, things are brewing.
We're brewing a couple of things
Things
in
are
the
brewing.
brew.
Oh, things are brewing out at Four Pines, mate. Japanese Lager.
Hey, better believe it, man.
We went out there, got to work as we do, and then tucked into some. I tell you what, go to the Truck Bar if you're in Manly. It's a fucking
Mate, honestly,
fantastic
it's such
joint.
a vibe. We went down there for lunch. Shout out to the food, elite. But
Yeah.
just sucking back a few Japanese lagers.
Big screen
Pints,
TVs,
too.
pints of Japanese lager, phenomenal food.
Oh, my God. They are fucking sensational. Don't believe me? Try one. Just try one, bro.
Oi, try one.
Try one, bro.
Dare ya. Eddie Rugby League in Vegas. It's on everyone's lips. Huddy Young, Morgan Smithies, hot curry sort of stuff. Go out, couple of drinks, back home. One of them doesn't have a room. I think there's some concern from Morgan Smithies about sharing a bed with Hudson Young. I don't share those concerns personally. I don't share the same concerns as Morgan. I would gleefully join Hudson in a bed. But Morgan had some issues and was like, fuck you, I'm not doing it. So then I believe they had a wrestle for who would get the bed.
So terms were agreed to.
Terms were agreed to. They signed the contract, a wrestle to decide. Now, unfortunately, league is full of fucking piss. Things can escalate, and they did, and they started punching on. But then they also had a blow-up Easter show bat, which no, I don't entirely understand.
Listen, it's what the people want, Tom. I think that's where I get to first and foremost. Given the coverage that this has received, given the engagement we've had on a post we've done, it's clear to me that that's what the people long for in their lives is rugby league players fucking up.
Yeah.
Not netch ways, just in good old-fashioned rugby league ways.
Silly ways.
Like wrestling for a bed.
Yeah.
I imagine that they were promised a twin share, Tom, and they've got in there and it was just a queen.
I think they're meant to have their own rooms.
Yeah, they're meant to have their own room.
And they were like, oh, sorry, Smithies, you don't have one. Cameron Smithies. And he was not able. He's an English guy. They come out the next day. Well, no, I think as well because of the bat. Now, I think the bat was what done him in because they're wrestling in the lift and then they wrestle into the emergency. Beep, 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 beep. It triggers off the cameras and the alarms. The Secchies see two giant hulking fucking rugby league players beating the fuck out of each other in a lift with a bat. And then now there's issues. Now you've got my attention.
I've got just a couple of questions. You seem to be more the minutiae than I.
Yeah.
The loser of the wrestle slept on the street?
No, I think they may have slept on the floor.
Right.
Or they were the little spoon.
So they've checked into their hotel. Everyone gets a room except for Morgan and Huddy. They have to share.
Huddy had a room. So I think this was Morgan coming into Huddy's room.
So Morgan, they all go there together, the Raiders. They check in. Morgan knows he doesn't have a room, doesn't say anything, goes and gets on the piss.
I don't know exactly. I assume that's it. We'll sort it out when we get back.
Right. Gets back stinking, both of alcohol and for a stink.
Yes.
Throws down with Hudson Young. I love it, personally. Put it this way, punters and dribblers. What's been the prevailing story out of Vegas week so far? That.
They were like...
It's not that, Nathan Cleary's under an injury cloud and he might miss the... Like, who cares about that? I don't give a shit about that.
Some journo is like... Because obviously it's on the lower end of Etch. And some journos...
I think it's at the bottom.
Yeah, but some journo was like, this wouldn't even rate a mention back in Australia. I'm like, it's only getting mentioned back in Australia.
Who said that?
I don't know, some journo was like, there's sort of a scandal. If it was just in a regular rugby league season, you probably wouldn't even hear about it. I'm like, no one in America is talking about this scandal, guys. This is only rating a mention back in Australia. American scandals. Do you know what American scandals are? Aaron Hernandez killing like 3 people and then killing himself in prison.
Yeah.
Or like that fucking other NFL player who shot his teammate. Or like, was it one of them who was like, caught on CCTV, like fucking beating the shit out of someone. That's American scandals. I don't think that they're worried about Morgan Smithies and Hudson Young knuckling up in a lift.
No, I think it's good, healthy, release of testosterone.
That's all it is.
From 2 alpha males who have been...
Full off season.
They've gone through a grueling off season, Tom. That starts in November for the shitters.
Yeah.
And they were shit. So November, December, January... Call it 4 months on the tools.
Yeah.
Then you're being asked by Seki to get up and about, all right, most emotionally, physically, spiritually, Tom. Travel halfway around the world. Some of these leaguers haven't been on a plane like that long. Yeah. All right, they're leaving a small town, Canberra, to go and see the bright lights overseas. They're pumped up on adrenaline. Everything's new. Everything's fresh. Everything's exciting.
Yeah.
So you've got...
They're also very well oxygenated.
100%. You've got a pre-season body. You've got a low tolerance to alcohol.
You've also got but you've got these establishments that pump fresh oxygen
in a highly oxygenated environment. Of course, I think we should be counting our lucky stars that this is all it is. A friendly wrestle in a lift. Take that off-label bat away, and I think it's play on. The league, the security guards don't say a thing.
Unfortunately for Morgan, now believe whoever you want to believe here, he does have a black eye that he claims was not from the scuffle.
Well, that would have been from training.
It certainly wasn't Marty.
Looks fresh.
It did look fresh.
Looks fresh, Morgan.
It looked fresh food people sort of stuff.
People say that, there's nothing in a stereotype. I'm going to push back on that because...
Well, they exist for
if you asked me to pick 2 backgrounds for people that might be in the lift throwing down, I'd say someone from Newey and someone from England.
Yeah.
Is like, that'd be at the top of my list. Maitland and England. That'd be the top of my list.
Yeah.
As it turns out, it's exactly who
they are.
Maitland and the north of England. Bang. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much. Yeah, they'll fucking...
Have a go with the boys.
Look at him.
Look, Huddy come off the better too. You can tell.
Well, because Huddy's an animal. He's got that Aussie dog in him. And he's... Listen, I mean, he doesn't look like he's happy. He is smiling.
Because he won.
He won, though. Yeah, he won.
Morgan's pissed off because he spent the night on the couch.
And he's got a black eye.
And exactly. Now, Huddy looks chipper, doesn't he? He looks jovial.
No, he does. Listen, he just he's like, fuck it.
So then they were kicked out of the hotel. How long did they spend out of the hotel?
They got back in that night.
It was only brief, but then when they came back in, one of the players was escorted to his supposed new room that was already being used by a Penrith player.
Where are they staying?
At the
Resorts World fucked up.
Oh my
So
god, that
Resorts
place
World's
was
played
so
an absolute
drab.
shocker.
Yeah.
That was the most drab place ever. I see all these reports about it being like, this is just the most monumental waste of money, that Resorts World. It's just the most boring, soulless, disinterested place on the strip. It is shit
It was a way away from everything.
It doesn't have a soul. You get in there and you're like, what is this joint? Everything else is themed. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Felt like a shopping mall
Oh,
a bit.
God.
No,
it's
I didn't
so
love it.
shit.
Who's this journal I'm reading here? Adrian Prozenko from the Herald. Not since the Danny the Dolphin drama when Julian O'Neill put a cigarette lighter to a teenage boy's dolphin costume more than 2 decades ago has such a foolish prank set the NRL alight. Like, that's...
Hang on. Since then? Since? Are you serious, bro? What are you talking about? Don't pretend like the NRL's been incidentless for 20 years. What the fuck are you on about?
Not since Julian O'Neill tried to set a boy alight has the NRL fucking had it. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Also, not a scandal I'm aware of. Are you aware of the Danny the Dolphin drama?
No, I'm not.
I'm just going to have to...
Does anyone remember? Do you remember that?
No, I've got zero recollection of that.
For fuck's sake, the SMH is so... I'm logged in, you fucking cunts. I have a subscription, you
A
stupid...
drunk O'Neill tried to set fire to a boy wearing a dolphin costume on board a cruise at Port Macquarie with his English team. On January 15,
That's the most
2004.
bogan
2004?
2004.
Fucking hell, is he retired at that point?
Let me have a look.
Dude, think about this. A drunk Julian O'Neill rather, tries to set fire to a boy's dolphin costume on a cruise at Port Macquarie. That is so good. That is so good. Tell me it was a P&O.
He was playing in England at that time.
Oh, bro, that is fucking hectic. How did that not come across my desk ever?
And we've gone over scandals historically.
That ticks so many boxes.
How old was the kid? 12. Did they name the age of the kid?
Teenage boy.
Teenage
Is
boy,
all they
listen, if you're a
said.
teenage boy in a dolphin costume, you kind of got it coming, don't you?
Well, you might have something wrong with you. Which is even
That actually
worse.
makes it worse then from Julian. But if you don't, then I think Julian's play on. There are mitigating circumstances.
There's a lot of
13-year-old boy.
13.
Yeah.
Pretty young.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
13-year-old boys look young as fuck.
Yeah, they do. Well, they are. But, like, were you dressing in... Maybe you were. Were you dressing in dolphin costumes at 13?
No, the kid was wearing it as like a mascot for the cruise.
Oh, you think you're calling your dolphin costume? The kid was at work.
Oh, my God.
It's made completely from nylon and foam rubber as well.
fuck, you
It
would've
cost
gone up,
$5,000.
dude. Did
so
he
that
go up?
nylon. Nah, one of the cruise operators like flicked the lighter away before he caught a light.
What was his punishment?
Mr. O'Neill thought it would be amusing to hold his burning cigarette lighter to the dorsal fin of the costume behind the kid while it was being worn by my business partner's son. Fortunately, I saw what was happening and stopped it immediately.
Has Julian like spoken about this ever?
Yeah, is there a presser?
I'll see if I can find one. This is like a heritage article from the Herald.
Special. What a niche example that journo's provided.
Not since the Danny the Dolphin drama. You're kidding me.
Can you get a photo of Danny the Dolphin?
Oh, now that would be good.
Yeah.
A drunken O'Neill tried to set fire to a boy wearing a dolphin costume on board a cruise at Port Macquarie with his English team. He was with his team.
Oh, Julian, thank you for that.
Yeah, that's huge. But it does put into context the scandal we're dealing with here, doesn't it?
It rates a mention because there's been no news come out of the Vegas trip so far.
Yeah.
Really.
No.
I can't think of anything that's jumping off the page. So, yeah, this is interesting.
That's sort of the problem, I think, when you've got the thing that you're dealing with the NRL a little bit now, where like you've got these big showpiece events, but no real yarns come out of them because it's so like homogenized and like everyone doesn't want to say anything wrong. So like with Origin now, there's no more.
That's why I respect Luai so much, because he comes out and he has a crack.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like even with Origin, like I swear the NRL paid Gal a couple of years ago to like call Queensland two heads and stir up some shit. It just feels like it doesn't mean that going to Vegas isn't great. Doesn't mean the spectacle isn't great. Doesn't mean that it's not fucking awesome. But from a storyline perspective, you just don't. There's not much there. There's really not that much that's like getting you going. There was like, oh, Sam Stonestreet was a fucking Sharks fan growing up and now he's playing for him in Vegas. And you're like, sick. It's cool, but like, I need someone to be set on fire.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask. And I'll take a Smithies, Huddy Young, Maitland, England.
And I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely loving it. It's got my needle moving big time.
It's got people
It's got
talking about
people
rugby
talking.
league.
It's got people talking about
It's got
rugby
people
league.
talking about
and
rugby
a
league.
pump for us.
Well, I mean, of course it does.
That's
People
what I'm
wanna
saying.
talk
This
rugby league.
if I went on there and did a video about how Nathan Cleary may not play, it's not going to...
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Go, righto. Sweet. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that it's great that the league's gone to Vegas.
I loved it.
We're just talking to the
Thanks for the footy, by the way.
about the lack of storylines at the minute. However, problem solved. Smithies and Huddy get into a brouhaha.
Yep.
Job done.
Fracas, melee. Job
Job
done.
done.
Everyone's talking
Job
about
done.
it. Everyone knows about it.
Job done.
And again, it's like, I know that on the face of it, the big wigs, our dear friend Andrew Abdo, PVL, they're not going to like it.
I reckon they will.
But I think they do.
No.
Because people now that
don't...
people that don't know that the game's on, or people that don't really give a fuck about rugby league as much, maybe a peripheral fan who didn't know that we're in Vegas is now like seeing it on the news because it's like, oh, NRL players fuck up in Vegas. What are they doing in Vegas? They're playing rugby league in Vegas. Oh, here we go.
I don't need to tell you this, Tom. But PVL didn't come down the last shower.
No, he did
He's
not.
been around the rugby league block.
Yeah.
And he won't say it publicly, but privately, he's foaming at the mouth
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Because he knows what moves the needle. Scandal.
Yeah.
With a capital S.
And he's been able to get what he wants, which is coverage from a scandal whilst escaping without anyone dead, on fire, in prison. It's like this was This is such a softcock scandal, but it did the job.
It's perfect scandal. Perfect
It's
scandal.
almost a PSYOP. It's almost like there's maybe a plant.
Oh.
I don't want to grab the tin
A
foil.
false flag.
A false flag, dude.
We need them closer.
Yeah, we need them much closer. Tessie Bob.
An FF. Interesting. Did you find Danny the Dolphin?
Nah.
No photos of him?
No photos of Danny the
Well, he's
Dolphin.
a kid.
No, because I thought Danny the Dolphin might be a character.
Ah, yeah, like a prime possum type.
Correct. That's what I was hoping for.
That's fair. Just trying to see if there's anything more for this Raiders stuff.
Dude, that's got me going. That's one of the funniest stories I've ever heard in my life. Thank God, Julian O'Neill.
Yep. I also kind of feel bad for the players. It's not because it's just not that big of a deal. You're just like, fuck, guys. Come on.
Oh, who cares about them? Whatever. They know, mate. They know the world they live in.
The players, the boys.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no, I know. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Mate, you reckon? You don't reckon the Australian media is going to get one of the great hard-ons for that story?
Oh,
Come
they're
on.
all over there looking for
Of
stories.
course
Again,
they are.
they're starved of it.
It is what it is. But they know that the media managers would be telling them. Ricky would have ripped him a new asshole, but then they know, like everyone else knows, 24 hours, 48 hours, done. It's over.
Yeah.
Move on. We won't be talking about it.
And
tomorrow.
they did well to just like come out and talk about it.
That's all you got to do.
Front the boys that can't, make them get out.
Come
there,
out,
buddy.
hand up. I'm responsible. Sorry about that. 24 hours later, job done. It's all over.
Huddy anytime.
Huddy last.
Yeah, well, anytime, last, whatever.
I like him last.
What's that paying? I can't be fucked to go look through it. I just want to see Huddy anytime, thanks to Neds, our good friends at Neds.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Neds.
Special
So Huddy's
people.
285 anytime.
God.
Jesus, short, isn't he?
He must have been given up.
Pounded, yeah.
And then last, he's paying 1250.
Okay.
That's more my cup of tea. I like him last, always have. Geez, the punters must have given him the old
must have
legs
given him-
over the shoulders treatment.
Yeah, well, they've given him a serious fucking hammering. Shane Richardson.
CEO of the Tigers.
Yep.
Was at the Bunnies.
Was at the Bunnies.
Is he Supremo?
He's got a bit of Supremo about him. He does have Supremo.
Would you give him the full McCoy? Probably not.
Probably not, but he. I think he's pretty close to Supremo, but maybe just a pubic hair off.
He's been around the game for a long time.
He's been around the game for a long time. He helmed South when they won the comp. So
and brought him back.
Might have brought him back. I don't know, but he's got Supremo in him. But he's also a bit. It's hard to be a Supremo at the Tigers. I don't know, but he was asked maybe by the Bulldog Richie. I'm just trying to find it here. This is the extent of their exchange. Basically, it's like, do you have a desire to go to the West? Do you have a desire to take the West Tigers to Vegas in 2026? No. No desire at all? No. Succinct answer. Can you elaborate? No.
That's it.
Did
Bulldog get him on a bad day? They got bad blood.
I don't know. They got beef, but like, I don't know that the Tigers are going to be the first choice either. So, like, is it even... I know that every single team is lobbying the NRL to go, or like heaps are. I know the Dragons are. I know the Dogs are.
Well, it's 5 years. Well, you've got 5 years, 4 teams. 5 4's 20. That covers them all.
What I mean is next year. The Tigers, fresh off a spoon, who knows, God knows how they are.
Well, with the Tigers, what you do is...
Wait a couple of years.
You either wait a couple of years or you put them up against a rival like the Eels or something. But they don't like burning rivalry games over there. Basically, what you got to do is
You have to burn a rivalry game if it's a club that's not very good. And I'm not saying they may not change.
Or you take big clubs and just... pad them with shitters.
But what? Sorry, you're not good. You can't.
No, as in you just take... let's look at the teams going now. Penrith, speak for themselves. The Sharks are good. The Warriors have got a big fan base, and they're a bit closer. And the Raiders are just a bit whatever. Well, I assume
Nation's
they think
capital.
that they've got, travelling fans as well. Is that the mindset?
Don't know.
They're not... Put it this way. On terms of membership, the Raiders and the Sharks wouldn't have massive membership numbers. They'd be at the lower end.
That's what I would have thought.
I think the Tigers might even be bigger than them.
Yeah, but if you're, I guess, no, actually, that's not a bad point. I guess if it's just about travel, but is it not also about the product?
No, I think it's about trying to get fans over there.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You can't control the product really in terms of I don't
know for sure what the breakdown of Americans to Australians is in the crowd, but the overwhelming percentage is Australians.
In an interview with the Financial Review last year, Tigers CEO Shane Richardson made it clear he was not a fan of the Vegas venture. Las Vegas was a fucking disaster and it was a party trip for everybody.
Richardson said at the time, I don't want to go. At the end of the day, it's about the business of the club. I'm all about rugby league and those little Christmas cakes don't make any difference to the game at all. Tell us what you really think, Shane.
So
Christmas
the
cake.
Tigers will never go to Vegas. He's adamant by saying that they'll never go. Even though the NRL wants to get all 17 teams over there in that 5-year period, they're adamant that the Tigers are nah.
Yeah,
no way.
Listen, I don't care if the Tigers never go, but I'm also if PVL wants you to do something, I imagine you're just going to do it. Surely.
I don't know how that works in terms of what they can make them do and what they can't. You would think the NRL could, at the end of the day, tell them what to do.
You would have to think.
You'd have to think so. What? I don't think it's that big of a deal.
What?
Going to Vegas and coming back.
As in the fact of it's not that bad to do it. No.
People make out like it's the furthest place on earth. It's 14 hours. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, yeah, it's a carnival flight.
The boys are in the pointy end.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world. They're not up the back like poor old Tobler. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Maybe it's just the logistics of it, start of the season. I don't know.
Fucking hell. Cry me a river, Shane.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking life's not that bad.
Life's not that... Oh, shit, I've got to get a business class flight to Vegas for 14 hours. Oh, heaven forbid. I've got to stay in a hotel, play a couple... you do that every other week, mate.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
The flight's just a bit longer.
What's the problem? Flights are pinched longer. Go a couple of days early, mate. Not the end of the world.
Yeah. Calm down.
Trying to promote the game, grow the game. New eyeballs in that.
Nah, Christmas
Biggest market
cakes.
in the world in that.
Christmas cakes and that.
Come on, Shane. Back yourself.
You think this is a lack of self-confidence from Shane? He's just worried that like no one's going to show up to his party.
Well, I think, this feels a little bit like a kid who is scared to go overseas and so tries to justify it.
He's sort of,
mate, better at home, innit?
Yeah, fucking I hate those other places, mate. Best country in the world, and that.
Ever been to America? Shit, oh, mate.
Scared of flying.
Well, doesn't want to be away from mum and dad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In some other
Separation
Vegas
anxiety.
news, other Vegas news, Edward, Dana White has turned down the woke fairy horn.
Has he? No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought he was definitely going to do it.
No. And Trump, they're still holding out hope for Trump.
Is Trump going to do it?
No, or just to attend. Right. Canberra is still hopeful of finding a high-profile figure to do the honours after commissioning a new American-made horn that cost in excess of 10 grand. Right, so they didn't fly their horn over. That's also disappointing.
Too difficult to transport.
So this is like a freedom horn.
Okay. So you reckon it was cheaper to build a new one for 10 grand than it was to fly your woke fairy horn over there?
Possibly. Possibly. Mate, think about how much it fucking costs to ship shit.
It's not that much. It's done a weight.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
Telling you right now, it wouldn't be 10 grand.
That's just to fly it. Then you've got to transport it in and out. You're flying it back.
So you reckon there's someone in Vegas next door to the stadium building woke fairy horns? It's probably made in LA or something to transport it there
I
anyway.
don't think that it would be more expensive. I don't think it'd be less expensive to fly that woke fairy horn over.
How do they get it around the country?
They don't. It's a home game horn.
Oh, yeah, true. It is. Listen, semantics. What I do find interesting and what I love the most about the whole woke fairy horn scandal.
A scandal it is.
And the drama around who's going to blow it is just how I don't know if it's like I respect people trying to get big names. Like you got to be in it to win it. I sort of get that.
I get it.
But
Macquarie Sports Radio.
there is-
Tell me to get the rock on.
There is sort of this sad reality that underpins the whole thing that people just seem to be so convinced that they're going to get a big name.
Well, see, I don't know whether it's that or whether it's. I mean, there'd be an element of that, but I think part.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I don't know if I'm phrasing it the right way.
No, you are. There's a sadness to it. There's an inherent sadness to it. I feel the sadness. I think we all do.
When I read that and
No,
they
I
go,
feel
well,
the
the
sadness.
Raiders are hopeful of getting a big... No, but
Yeah.
you're not going to get a big
'cause
name,
it's like,
are
I tell you what
you?
it reminds me of a
Yeah,
little
probably,
bit.
yeah,
It's like the kid whose dad left and he thinks dad's coming home for Christmas. Oh, maybe. Mum, is dad coming home for Christmas? Maybe.
Yeah.
He's
He
not.
said he was only going out to get milk.
Yeah, no, he's not coming. But I saw him over the, the other side of town with some lady and some other kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been writing me letters every year. It's mum writing the
Mum's
letters.
writing the letters. Mum's writing the letters.
Yeah. Mum's right. Mummy's writing the letters.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you're giving them hope because you want them to feel hope.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want them to feel like Dana White might do it. But the reality is he's not.
Yeah, but you want hope for this young kid, but the reality is that dad left a long time ago. And he's never coming back. He doesn't want a fucking thing to do with you.
He's never even called.
No. He's forgotten about you.
Yeah, he's moved on.
Yeah.
Dad's moved on.
Yeah.
He's got another family.
And they don't even know that he's got another kid.
No.
That's what
this feels like a
Would
little
it
bit.
shock you?
That's where the sadness
Would it
comes
shock you if Ricky Stewart blew it?
I'm a spit good day, Red. No, it wouldn't surprise me.
I would not be shocked.
Honestly, though, the problem is now this is also the problem, and it does tie back in a little bit to the boy left alone on Christmas Day by his father, is that like who they get matters because
because they've talked a huge game.
Yeah, because like if you're that kid and it's like no, dad's not coming to Christmas, but your uncle is. Or, no, dad's not coming to us, but, that friend of ours from down the road's coming over with some presents.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. And I'll be disappointed on Christmas.
But there's a difference between, okay, Dad's not coming, but your rich uncle is, and he's bringing one of those little toy Jeeps, right? That'd be great.
Yeah. You got your PS5.
Yeah, but instead of that, it's actually your fat, stinky Year 5 maths teacher who his mum's now rooting. He's come over.
Yeah, but you know what's happening. She pretends like that you don't know, but you hear him fucking. He stays over after dinner. Why is he at dinner?
Yeah.
Why is he even here?
Yeah, the eggnog's freshly down the guzzler, and he's giving mum
he's guzzling.
a what for? Like, that's not great.
That's not great.
And
dude. That's
optically, I understand. Yes,
optically, it's terrible.
optically, it's awful. But, optics matter here, punters and
They do.
dribblers. So if you say, we want Rob Gronkowski, we want Tom Brady, we want Donald Trump, and you get the fat
maths teacher
who loves eggnog
and fucking your mum.
fucking your mum at 4:30 in the arvo, like, that's not great for optics.
No, that's not good. That's not good. So, yeah, I'm interested to see who they go with. That's all I'm saying.
It's just, okay, Pete Carroll. Yep. Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady on the wish list. Be realistic, please.
Yeah.
No one knows what the fuck this is in America. Like, obviously we're growing. This is the second year. Things take time. Could take 50 years. It may never happen. The reality is...
It looks worse putting all these names out and not hitting a single
The reality is...
Keep it a secret.
Tom Brady, what do you reckon Tom Brady goes to? Like, realistically, he would get invited to everything.
Yeah. And
he would attend nothing.
Yeah.
He goes to the Super Bowl. He might go to the Masters.
He goes to the Super Bowl because
Like,
he paid $350 million to fucking commentate
Exactly.
it.
Like, what are we talking
The
about?
problem I have, Eddie, is that, like, don't say it. You know what I mean? Just surprise me with someone, and then I'm not let down. Because you go, oh, it's Trump, it's Dana, it's Gronk, it's her, and then it's fucking Ricky. I'm just like, you didn't need to do that.
Exactly. A present from your fat maths teacher better than no present at all.
Correct. If I don't know that he's coming to give you one.
Exactly.
And he brings over it's going to be a bad present, but like it'll be a
still
Rubik's
some.
Cube, but it's
still
something.
Still some. So that's what they should have done. They should have just left it, let the media speculate, but never had a wish list because that's just so lame. And then you just you roll out Ricky Stewart and you make up some bullshit about it being 15 years, 20 years, 50 years from the day since he threw some cutout ball for a try or something. You can make up whatever
we
you
can
want.
make something up.
That's
fine. That's the easy bit.
Oh, Ricky gets the bloke because he turns 65 in fucking
birthday.
7 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's his
you make it
birthday
up.
in fucking June.
Just make it up.
Now, Sam Burgess, because they're playing Super League games over there.
They are.
Sam hasn't been able to get on the flight. His team that he coaches, Warrington.
Bad boy.
I think it's a visa thing, Tobler. Could you?
Yeah, they're racing to get his visa sorted.
It's fucking. You'd want to hurry up, coach.
Do you think that's a situation where, the board who's organising is like, so Sam, you don't, any issues in the US you want to tell us about? Like anything that might prevent you from getting him? No, mate, no. No, we're good.
No, we're good, mate.
No, we're good, mate. No, good.
We're good, mate.
No, nothing. So nothing, no drug stuff in the past, nothing, no issues at the board. No.
Sweet.
Mate,
We're actually going to Vegas next year. He's like, what was that?
Yeah. And just, it's just goes to tell him every day and just gets a bit nervous.
Well, you just
Do it
lie,
tomorrow.
right? No, I get that. I know kicking a lie down the road.
We all
until
do. We all do.
It's a fucking...
We all do, but it gets worse and worse. It snowballs.
It does snowball.
To the point where, he's been pulled up in customs?
I don't know if he's been pulled up in customs or whether it's just like, listen, we're struggling to get you a visa, buddy.
Yeah, he hasn't left yet. He's still waiting for this
So
application.
he's trying to get his
go
Esther
through.
and they're like, nah.
Sorry, dude. You got a couple of skellies.
In the closet.
Yeah.
Do we have any issues this year with the boys? Plenty of issues last year. Or have they done that silently this year round?
I feel like it may have been a little bit more silent. I think also maybe... It's a good point. I mean, it was...
Do you remember that being like a full
Yeah, I
thing?
guess maybe we have a line to... It's like you go NRL Trump, NRL Dana Trump. Maybe there's something that's more...
Well,
smoothly.
Abdo's sat down with Biden.
Well, I think that's how it got smooth as well, didn't it?
Don't know. Not sure. But Peter's obviously developed some sort of seamless
Flow.
communication
Yeah.
with, channel with immigration.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Although on this occasion,
No, well, no, it's not his problem, mate.
not his problem.
No,
Well,
it's-
Sam's a pom living in Pommy land.
Yeah, no, not my problem.
Not our
bro.
problem.
Not my problem. Anyway, that's Vegas for me. I don't know if there's anything Vegas
I
for
can't
you.
wait to see who they get. I got to tell you, I'm pumped.
Yeah. Is there anyone doing a market?
Yeah, can you?
And Ned's doing a market?
Let me have a look.
Get your boy Sis over there.
Your boy Sis could blow the horn.
Could you imagine if Sis did it?
That would be humongous. That would be.
Are Maroon 5 still doing a thing in Vegas?
What do you mean?
Are they residents over there?
Don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it. At the MGM.
How do you know that?
Because I remember seeing a sign
You
when we
big
were over
Maroon
there.
5 guy?
I remember seeing when we were over there.
They're
in
still
March.
doing it. They've been doing it for a year. Fuck, residencies are hectic. Dude.
Would it? Maybe that's an option.
Maroon 5, Adam Levine.
I'm just trying to coming
No,
up
listen,
with
I
things
get
here.
it. I get it. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't think Adam Levine's doing
Where's Kylie? She living in England still?
Who the fuck blew it last? No, they didn't do one last year. Sorry, I was no Raiders. But like they were talking, Hugh Jackman was meant to be coming. He pulled out. He was meant to be fucking yarning with the boys.
Mate, Russell Crowe and Hugh Jackman were supposed to go and promote the game and they both pulled out. And you think you're going to get Tom Brady, but all of a sudden, Trump? You can't even get the owner of a rugby league side to do something. What are we talking about?
Kylie is rumoured to be appearing at the Sydney Mardi Gras this weekend. So
Is the Mardi Gras this weekend?
Yeah.
Shout out to Kylie.
Shout out to Kylie.
Yeah, huge fan.
All-time great.
All timer.
Yeah. Is she knighted?
Is she an AM? AC. AC.
She should be.
What's it? If you just type a name in, what does it say afterwards?
doesn't have anything.
Bullshit.
Not even an OA? M?
It'll say on the Wikipedia after their name if they've got something.
Nah.
You're
Jesus
kidding.
Christ.
Jesus. Well,
Oh, wait. She does have an OAM. It just wasn't on
Okay. Come on now.
Wikipedia.
Punters, it was just a quick break in proceedings, in transmission, to shout out our friends at Ned's who have been very, very grateful to me over this trial period of rugby league because I am as cold as ice.
Big Ned's loving Big Tommy.
Yeah.
This trial season.
They are loving me, dude. They are absolutely loving me. And listen, if you want to see what bets to not do, download the Ned's app. You go look at my profile and then just go, okay, well, Tommy Burns has put on
this
fucking
is-
Bryce Cartwright anytime.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's what not to do.
Yeah.
So follow along. You'll get all our bad tips and you can avoid them like the plague. Shout out to Ned's.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Back in just rugby league land in Australia, we've sort of discussed it already, but the sheer number I'm seeing thrown around. The Knights
Yep. Please go on.
are they're offering Dylan Brown $12 million over 10 years.
I don't believe in 10-year deals. They're ridiculous.
I'm just like, can you guys just chill? Like, you're coming on a little strong. They're like, hey, if Dylan's willing to leave, if he's willing to entertain it, like, we've got a big deal here for you. It's like, oi, relax. Just, it's a bit icky.
Too keen.
That's a lot of money.
Are you suggesting that optically, and that's our favourite word this podcast, it's just you look desperate by
It's
throwing
very
around?
desperate.
You got to get them on the line.
Yeah, just throwing fucking, like, it was like the
Tigers have done that.
used to-
Historically have done
Yeah. It just feels like it's a lot. I'm not even saying it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but it's like maybe over 10 years, not a lot of money. But like, chill, dude. Just, hey, chill.
Over 10 years, it probably cuts out to be not that much.
It would be fucking pegged to
You reckon she ratchets?
she ratchets for sure.
But then why 10-0? It's not, but that's not 10 over. It's not 10-0. It's not 12 over 10 then.
No, but that's like the offer, and then it's ratcheted. So in case the fucking, you'd have to have a base.
I thought they were trying to get rid of the ratchets.
I don't think so. Why the fuck would you get rid of a ratchet? If the salary cap goes up more and you're the number one playmaker, if you're not going to be like, well,
No, I
go
get
up.
that, but I thought it really stuffed around cap management. Anyway, that's minutiae stuff.
I'm just like, I get it if you're the Knights and you want him, but I'm also like, chill out.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money for a guy that
10 years is ridiculous.
we did a 10-year with DCE. In fairness, that did work out. Now, we haven't won any comps, but he's been one of the best halfbacks in the competition.
They did one with Tamalolo. That probably was 3 or 4 years too long.
Probably a bit too long.
Tino, they gave one.
Tino's got one. Tino's got a big one. Dude, there was one in the AFL.
I just find 10 years to be absurd.
I swear St Kilda...
Buddy Franklin had 10 years.
St Kilda just offered some kid, go check this, like $17 million.
How old is Brown? 24? 25? 23?
24.
24.
Turning 25 this year.
So he'd be 35. Like, you've got 3 or 4 years are pretty questionable. 31 onwards. 32 onwards.
They can be.
They can. That's what I mean. They can be. Like, put it this way: not everyone is as diligent and hardworking and exceptional as Cherry Evans.
No,
he's rare as fuck.
Yeah,
he could go down as playing third or second most games ever.
Yeah, hen's teeth stuff.
Hen's teeth.
He also had a championship at the time.
Huh?
He'd also won a Prem.
He's also won a comp. Yeah, that's it. You're signing a guy who's won a comp.
But the guys,
and he's played for Australia and he's played for Queensland.
No, he's generational, right? Captain of Queensland. But can the same be said of Dylan Brown? It's probably a bit too early to say, and he certainly hasn't won a comp like Cherry Evans has.
I guess when you're in the Knights position, you have to be desperate because you are desperate. So you have to do desperate things.
No, I get that, but why 10 years?
Desperate. Like, maybe a player wants to be locked in for that long. It's better for them, the security just long
Would
term.
you want to be in a, like...
No, I wouldn't.
It'd be like getting sent to Alcatraz for 10 years.
I know it's a prison sentence. I know that.
Yeah.
Dylan's being sentenced to 10 years in Newcastle.
Hard labour.
Hard labour in the Newcastle Knights. But I can understand why a player would want it.
Yes and no. I mean, you're basically signing up to winning absolutely nothing for the next 10 years.
Well, no, I can understand from that perspective with Newcastle. But then, and I'm like, is he...
He's also not said yes.
I don't think he'll say yes. No. Like, because I know nothing, right? We know that we do know, but the desperation bids, I don't feel like they work that often.
Okay, let's unpack that for a second because I completely agree. I can't remember the last time a big desperation bid was successful. I don't know what they offered Luai, but it wasn't a stinky 10-year. It was like 2 years.
You know what? You could maybe argue
this was like a 2-year deal
for the Tigers.
Yeah,
you're actually right. It was a desperation.
Was it 2 or 3 years?
It was a desperation bid, but I guess not really. Like, his market value is probably pretty reasonable.
That's his market value.
Yeah, he's won 5 comps.
12 million is a 10 years.
Yeah,
that's outrageous.
You're right. Luai's not a desperation bid, and it came out because it was a 5-year contract, but it came out it was actually like 2, and he's got an option, or 1, and he's got an option. Like, so that's not a desperation bid.
Yeah, like they wanted him for 5 years, but they've settled for significantly less, right?
Yeah.
And also, the guy's won 4 comps and shields and all manner of things.
So it's not.
So he's not Dylan Brown. He's well ahead of him.
I guess though, can a desperation bid still be for a player who's worth it, but it's desperation still, and they're just like, no thanks.
Well, that's where you'd come into it. So, for example, if we were talking about Nathan Cleary, 12 million, 10 years, you go, that's unders, bruh.
Yeah.
You need to offer more. But we're not talking about Nathan Cleary. We're talking about Dylan Brown, who you get mixed opinions on legitimately. Some people rate him highly. Some people just think he's a top 3-6. Others don't.
Yeah.
The reality is he's done fuck all. In terms of, well, they made a grand final, so that's not true.
Yes.
That's not true.
It's not fuck all. He's played for New Zealand. He's made a grand final. He's a good player. But is he a $12 million?
Well, essentially,
is he a 7? Is that you paying $12 million for a 7? Is he a 7?
Well, Pierce thinks he's a 6. That's Mitchell.
He is a fucking 6.
Exactly. But they couldn't play 7.
Every time Mitchell Moses went out and he was the fucking main man.
If you've got 12 mil, if you're spending 12 million on a 6, you've got to go find a 7. You need a 7.
But you
can't just win a comp with a good 6. Can't be done.
Unless you are the Sharks. They had Chad, who was good, but Maloney was the big dog.
But Chad, they're also the exception that proves a rule, really. People refer to that Shark side as like, that's probably the weakest halves pairing in the last 30 years.
It's a bad point. I wonder.
If you go through them, every halves pairing, they've got a stallion in there, always. So, to that end, if you're spending 12 million on Dylan Brown and he doesn't become like the alpha that he could, then you still got to go find a 7.
Yeah.
And a good hooker. And some elite front rowers. Like, it's just, it could be on and on and on it goes.
And Ponga's not cheap.
Fuck no, he'd be on
Ponga's
one.
is he the most highest paid? I think he is. Was his a desperation purchase? He was young.
No, because they got him from the Cowboys.
When he was still young.
When he was still young, and they weren't even starting him. That was
Ponga's
just
the
eyes
highest
up rugby
paid.
league.
Rumoured around 1.3 a year.
Fucking two. You have 1.3 and 1.2. I guess maybe it's the new salary cap world, maybe. But like,
So in 2020, he signed an extension with a favour in the last 2 years worth 1.3 or 1.4 a year.
Well, listen, he's worth it.
yeah, he's fucking good.
So this AFL contract, St Kilda offered this 21-year-old GWS player, Finn Callaghan, $17 million over 10 years, and he knocked it back
Do you know what I mean?
to stay with GWS.
That's optics, dude. That's bad. That's bad. That's Dana White knocking you back for the horn. Like, what are we doing? That is too much money. And it's great, but like, you don't need to blow that much money, do you? What's the maths on that? Is that 1.7 million?
It infers
a year, yeah.
something.
I did not know that the AFL fucking salary cap, salaries were getting up to 1.7.
But it also says in the article, like, by the time it ended, the 1.7 would have likely been surpassed by with the salary cap increasing.
So that sounds like it's not ratcheted, and they'd back end the fuck out of it.
Yeah, maybe.
I completely agree with you. Like, if you look at places like the Storm, where there was rumours that Cameron Munster, they wouldn't even get to $1 million for him. They may have, they may not have, but there was a lot of conversation around they weren't going to, they weren't prepared to. That's what elite clubs do. They go, this is all we can offer you, take it or leave it. That says something. Like, we want you, but we'll be fine without you. As opposed to, we are going to give you all of our money because we are fucking sad losers.
Yeah, we are so desperate. We will give you whatever you want, everything. We'll give it to you. Ask and you shall receive.
Coming on too strong, bro.
Too strong. Keep him. Treat him mean, keep him keen.
You need a neg.
You need to neg. They need to neg.
The Knights need to read that book, The Game.
The game. And St Kilda do by the sound of it as well.
Yeah. You need to start negging, lads.
You need to start negging. Can you just get the game up? I've not fully, I've never read it, so I don't entirely understand, but I understand that it is. You've read the game?
Yeah, I've read it, yeah.
Have you?
It's the jubliest book. It's the jubliest book.
Were you reading it like, I need to pick up chicks here?
Fuck no.
Why the fuck did you read that?
Everyone was talking about it at the time. I'm like, what is this book about? It's basically about these losers, these nerds that... Incels that have never spoke to a chick, and they come up with like this fucking way of getting women. And essentially, it's basically around what to do if you're a fucking huge loser. Like, how do you get women?
But so the losers wrote it.
No, so
the losers wrote it.
Written by an investigative reporter that kind of infiltrated the world of like these nefarious pickup artists.
Yeah, they're like magicians. Do you know that type? Like, they wear top hats and shit, like that sort of.
Well, like, okay, and they like have a deck of cards in their jacket, like.
They often have like tricks and stuff.
Oh, fuck
yeah. No, that's like part of it. It's like it's this. Yeah. No, it's.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
No, okay. Well, so let's get some of the core tenets out here that we can maybe help Newcastle with. You got to start negging.
Yep.
Get a deck of cards.
Magic tricks.
Magic tricks. You go into the negotiations and just go, oi. Wait, fucking, is this your card?
Yeah. And then just go, no, we don't want you. And then start talking, this other one, they'll talk to the friend.
Oh, so start talking to Moses.
Start talking to Moses. Get you jealous.
Start talking to Mitchell Moses.
Yeah. And just completely block out Dylan Brown, even though you want Dylan Brown.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is making a bit more sense.
Making a lot of sense.
This is, and maybe it's more applicable to rugby league than it is to women generally. Yes. Which it's
a disgusting book, by the way.
Well, listen, whatever. Who cares? It was written by. I thought you were like. Well, it sounds like you loved it,
mate. Listen, I read it, and now it's working.
No, it is. It's working. Well, listen, it might work for the Knights.
It's work for content, that's for sure.
Well, that's for damn sure.
Ponga actually signed a 5-year extension in 2022, so he's there till 2027.
Can we get a book? Can we get the game and send it to the Knights?
Dude, can we get the game, Tobler? Yeah. Buy the game. I'm just looking it up.
So there's like an equation used that's like interest plus attraction plus seduction equals sex.
I do not remember any of that.
Interest
plus attraction plus seduction equals sex.
Okay, so then that would be interest in a rugby league sense because sex is obviously signing.
Yes.
Interest.
Yep.
Plus seduction. Plus, what was the other shit?
Seduction equals sex.
Interest plus seduction equals sex?
Plus attraction. So interest plus attraction plus seduction equals sex.
Interest plus attraction plus seduction
So interest.
is from them to him.
We'll need to look at this.
We'll need to work this out.
Yeah, it's
we
got
need to get it
step-by-step rules on how to do it.
Step-by-step
It's fucking
rules.
crazy.
Okay, sweet. How to sign players
How to sign players.
if you're a desperate, sad club.
Get a copy because
We should send them out to any club that we think is just going through it and just go like.
get a couple of copies because
Yeah.
there's a few clubs we might
We
need
might
to-
need to send them out to.
Get a couple.
and we'll
We'll sign them.
put a little
A little note.
a note in the front.
Yeah, you might think.
Read this.
Yeah, thought you might need this. Give this to the coach.
Don't like how you're going after Dylan Brown. Read this.
Yeah, read this. You could do it better.
Exactly. And then people can't say that we don't try to help the Knights.
Yeah, exactly. People think we hate the Knights. I love Newcastle and I love the Knights.
Yeah. And we're looking to help.
Yeah, we're just trying to help. This has been sent to us a bunch. I don't even know if we give a fuck, right? But like whether it's something we want to listen to or not, whatever. We'll just listen to it and fucking. But so a radio host in Melbourne on like their drive show, Marty Sheargold, one of those like radio lifers who's been like on every fucking show possible. Your grumpy's about to fall over there as well. He's gone on a rant yesterday about women's sport that is just like fucking insane. Like, I obviously disagree with his position. I'm assuming you do as well. But even if you held those, like just to be saying it on the radio is just fucking bonkers to me and to a few people. And I think he's in some hot curry, so I'm just going to try and play it.
Football or soccer, it's been a nightmare tournament for the Matildas over the last 3 or 4 days over in the US.
You know what they remind me of? Year 10 girls. Now, I'm sorry to undermine the whole sport, but that's what I think of it, so you can stick it up your ass.
So we're playing in the She Believes Cup.
Oh, she believes in what? It better be men.
We're 12 months out from Australia hosting the Women's Asian Cup, so hopefully we have a bit of runway to improve before that comes
The
around.
Asian Cup. I'd rather hammer a nail through the head of my watch that. Got any men's sport?
Yeah, I do.
my
Baseball.
God.
The New York Yankees have...
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Marty Sheargold. Is that his name?
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
I'm
Couple
like-
of things. Most watched thing all time in Australian sport was the semi-final against England.
It's
So, like, there's interest, bro.
yeah. Listen.
There's heaps of it.
Now, sure, they're not playing well, and that's fine.
But that's
Shit
got-
on the performance.
But
all
that's
you
got
want.
nothing to do with anything.
No,
They're just not that good.
no, that's fine. But listen, I don't know if that's like his attempt at like being funny, right? And like, listen, humor is subjective, and that's fine. Marty thinks he's fucking hilarious. Clearly, I don't know, unless that's not a joke. Like, it's either a joke and you're just not very funny, or you truly hold those beliefs.
I don't think you delivered it very well.
Well, how do you deliver
In
that?
terms of if he's just trying to be the funny guy, it's like, oh, I'd rather, put a hammer through the knob of my penis than watch women's sport. Like, yeah, keep that to yourself, mate, if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's getting fucking murdered.
An Australian Olympic hockey player, Rosie Malone, shared it on TikTok last night.
And
it's
also, by the
gone
way,
viral.
I'd watch the Matildas every day of the week over the A-League. Sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
or
What are
over
you
the
talking about?
Socceroos at
What are
this
you
point.
talking
What
about? I can't name you
I
a
couldn't
single
name a
Socceroo.
Socceroo. I could not.
I'm more interested in the Matildas, legitimately. I think there's
100%.
way more storyline there.
Yeah.
And they're red hot.
Yeah. I actually
That
saw
goal Mary Fowler scored the other day was
Fucked up.
outrageous.
Yeah.
You can't watch that and say that's under 10 girls.
But he
bro.
doesn't, dude. He's a Melbourne cuck. He's a Melbourne AFL cuck.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
It's insane. But anyway, he's just getting his asshole roasted. Did he come out and apologise?
Yeah.
That's always tough when you got to come out and say, what did he say?
Any comedy, including mine, can miss the mark sometimes, and I can see why people may have taken offence to my comments regarding the Matildas. I sincerely apologise.
I mean, I don't think the guy should be killed for it. It's not, yeah.
It would have been funnier if he said the Socceroos because everyone thinks it.
But I guess the only problem is, I mean, everyone does think it. No, you're right. I think it was also his aggressive denigration of a women's sport generally. And like, oh, what are they fucking playing for men? Like, give me a man's sport. It's like, that wasn't funny. That's uncomfortable.
No. Oh, Marty Sheargold.
Yeah, dude.
He'd
have some fucking head noise.
Oh, seriously. Waking up as a radio lifer having played a shocker.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's the double.
Yeah. Punters and dribblers, we're into bloody February, nearly March now, and I know that you're all just going, you've given up on your fucking health goals, but you shouldn't. And if you are going to, yeah, sure, maybe you're not training for a marathon anymore, maybe that time has passed, but you don't give up on your health.
Because we've made it too easy.
Yeah.
Like, we're not asking you to get up at 4:30 a.m. after 2 hours sleep and go and run 30K. We're not asking you that.
No, we're not asking you to do that.
All we're asking is for you to buy a sachet, put it in water and drink. It's so easy.
And it's good for you.
It's great for you. It's elite for you. We're also the #1 rated multivitamin on the market. There you are.
Yeah,
boom.
whoops.
Over 1,000 5-star reviews. Get
Sorry.
that up, yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's actually had some. But begoodhealth.com.au is where you go for that. Make smart decisions. It's the least you can do. Get healthy.
Code Dribblers, 10% off. Use it with a subscription. You get 20.
We got a package, Ed. Sit back. Tom and Eddie, hope this package finds you well and not folded in half by Ozpost. Congrats, Tom, on young Hazel. Big congrats to Eddie for the first one on the way. Enjoy the... Maybe that says book. All right. Cheers. Beer soon, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Good on you, Chris.
Oh, what the fuck is this? Whoa. The unqualified history of Shane Cage Productions.
What?
Holy fuck, dude.
Show me.
Hold on, I'm just about to fucking have a look at it, bros.
Well, let me hold it and then I'll hand it back.
Nah, I'm just going to have a look first. Because you won't hand it back.
Yes, I will. Of course I would. Man of honour.
Proud punter and dribbler since 22nd of July 2001. The idea of Hello Sport podcast.
2001. 21.
2021. The idea of the Hello Sport podcast history book hit me while I was revving up for the horizontal season between overs and coldies. I curated the historic events of HSP, putting pen to page and weaving the book together. Was nearly lost celebrating historic test victory for Boxing Day test. Was a bit over my head, but got the damn thing done. Hope you boys can look back fondly over the years of hard work slaving away for the punter and the dribbler. Plenty of milestones and memories. Jesus Christ. This is fucking hectic.
Show me like index. Oh, so he's done it in years. Merch, friends of the show, Baggy ran 11. This would have taken ages.
The Lost Files.
Well,
Wow.
interesting. The Lost Files, eh? We get asked about them a lot.
We do get asked about the Lost Files.
Wonder where they are.
Mate, it'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Right? Fucking hell, dude. So he's got all the old tiles in here. This is so fucking cool. And then he's got like the 50 the first time we raised the bat.
Boys, read out what that says.
The boys raised the bat for the first time on the 7th of March 2017, accompanied with a tasteful image of misspelt there, Virat Kohli. Eddie tells tales from the Dubbo Fair. Rugby league returns along with fucked and humming. Tom and Eddie talk former NRL stars and exotic animals. They also try to work out who shit the bed in Test cricket.
How would he know that?
Maybe it's like on the Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Did we used to write that?
I don't know.
Cute.
Don't know. Holy shit, bro. This is fucking wild. We're going to need to go through this more holistically, but this is, I mean, that's one of the cooler things we've ever had, I think.
let me just have a little look. I haven't had a look yet. So the way he does it, it looks like, is he just puts all the tiles in and then Big Day Rosé sort of released here and stuff like that.
With little write-ups?
It's in really nice. Vale Dior, 1st of February 2024. We saw Dior in his last episode producing Hello Sport podcast, aptly presented with a Baggy green with his contribution to ASP. We'll miss the commie cone smoker. Good day. 600 of the best. It's just all the tiles put into a book. It's got friends of the show. It's got like a collage. It's been fucking beautifully
done. The attention to detail. The unqualified history of Shane Keith Productions.
all in one nice book. And again, he's not skimped on quality, which we've always said is super important. Hello Sport looked back on their first interview and guest of the show, Ben Seymour. That was episode 95 on the 6th of April 2018. We actually had our first guest, I think, was Sam Carter. It was never released.
No, it wasn't released because he said something he couldn't say.
Hello Sport 100. This world-class knock included Buzz riding Jackson Hastings, Josh Massoud of Don't Shit Down My Throat Massoud style fame.
Going since
in
episode
some hot
100.
curry. Australia's
Yes.
new coach is a Zendokai. What was it? Zenkai master. Zendokai master. We don't have a test skipper. Hello Sport live read. Falau still not being cool with groups of people and handing out a celebratory Riesling to a punter/dribber. Celebratory Riesling? Because we used to hand out a beer.
Yeah.
Which I won't know.
4 pints.
Yeah, it was a 4 pints. That's right. Japanese lager before it was even a thing. Chalky Watmow, that was 105, Tom. Ep 105. Wow, that's what got us going.
That really got us going. Holy shit, dude! I'm just
Billy
gonna say,
Harrigan, 118. This is so fun to look back on. In 2019, on the 5th of February 2019, we released our limited edition tin foil. That's how long we've had them for.
No,
Or was that just
that
an
was a
image?
joke. Those ones we made like while we're in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so disappointing. Wow. This is
Baggy green. I'm just saying it.
fucking oath it's a baggy green, bro. This is 100% a baggy green.
It's.
This is just a nice thing for us to have.
That's what I mean. It's just nice.
Peter Vlandy started following us on the 5th of August 2020.
Oh,
Look at that. It's like he's just weaved in some fun shit. The Seagulls started following us on the 24th of September 2020. So Peter was in first.
Peter got in before the Seagulls.
Peter's always had an eye for talent.
Yeah.
We sold out the black cord on the 24th of December 2020, day before Christmas. But we've always been
We've
late.
always been late. We love that.
We joined OnlyFans on the 16th of November. Still paying for that because Tobler's got an addiction. Oh, this is good gear. Well done. What was his name?
Chris. Do we have a full name or is it just Chris? Do we have like a return? He might have his name in the front of it. I don't know. Do you guys have any?
I don't have it on me.
Fuck, imagine that. He's just a mysterious.
In our 300th, we were yarning about corporate anxiety, honey baked ham.
About what? Corporate anxiety.
Yeah, cinnamon donuts.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
really hitting our stride.
Oh, we're fucking warming up. The last dribble sold out on the 4th of December 2021.
Oh, that's a bit earlier.
Yeah,
That was probably our most prepared we ever were. We did a full photo shoot.
We did photos and shit. He's done it. 19 cheeseburgers in 5 hours on the 18th of March 2022. Tom dominates cheeseburgers.
I'm still fucking feeling sick.
19 cheeseburgers, 5 hours. Left Mac is at 217. Hello Sport University wattage 101. Remember we did that?
Oh, about the brightness of lights is directly comparable.
Varley Roy. Like he's got nice little things in there like that.
Far out.
Wow. Well done, mate.
Well done.
Jesus, what? 2 baggy greens in a week?
2 weeks. That's unheard of. That's unheard of.
This is unbelievable, punters and dribblers. Un-fucking believable.
And that's, listen, it just shows you don't need to, we didn't ask
Peter's
for
in
that.
the middle.
Of course he is. We didn't ask for that. That's just a nice
It's
gift.
actually got all our good mates on the back here. All our good mates. Wow. Huge.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
What a beautiful, beautiful gift. He's got all of our merch in here, all of them. So you got the baggy green, tinfoil hat, the midnight cord, the black cord, the bounced out trackies, DMP shirt, summer tan with the last dribble tee, Manly 13 plus jumper, Dior hoodie, the New South Wales 13 plus jumper, the DMP shirt, the horizontal shirt, horizontal shorts, the pink rose cord, the 13 plus jumpers, the Kill the Stream jumper, the 24-hour, the Stay in Your Crease jumper, another DMP shirt, the blue horizontal season, the off-white cord, the Chachi KOT, New South Wales bomber, Queensland bomber, bounced out trackies, the brown, the DMP shirt from last year, this year's horizontal season, and the brown cord. Huge! Love it. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Well done, Chris. Welcome to the 11, brother. That's huge.
Thomas Tobler, have you got an update on the Daisy Dukes? You said you did.
I do, actually. Could you guys just do me a favour? In the pillow on each of your right, if you could just unzip those pillows for me real quick. There's just something in there.
Oh, my God. He's such a replace.
Could you just read out what you think that is?
Application approved. No! Oh, no. Giving away your address. Good afternoon, Thomas, Charlie, and Zachary. Clark and Hummel Property would like to congratulate you on your new and upcoming home. That's fucking devastating.
No! So
No!
the day I received that was the day that we made the Daisy Duke bet. That afternoon, I got approved for it. And I thought, that's super underwhelming because we've just made the bet, so I'll tease it out for the rest of the month.
The king of content.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were never worried at all?
Nah.
Oh, you bastard.
I was slightly concerned, but then, mate, not for the past month.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Is that
because he seems so calm about wearing it?
Bro, yeah, I know. I just thought he but I believed he wanted to wear them because I know him and I love him. And I believed he wanted to wear them.
I know. If the most important thing this year for you is the Dua Lipa concert in the Moshi with the Corrie,
yeah,
then you believe for a second that he wants to be in the Daisy Dukes. That's devastating. That's so annoying.
Sorry about that, fellas.
Did you know about this, Wiramu?
Yeah, we kind of hatched the plan together.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that was a good plan. You got us. It was good content.
Do you want to see the place? I made a little video for you.
Oh.
A little tour.
God's sake. You are so cute.
You fuck it on.
All right. Fire up.
Hi, Tom and Eddie. It's Tobler. I
Tobler.
know you're probably still reeling with the news that you don't get to see me strut around in Daisy Dukes for a month. Sorry for your loss. I thought as proof I'd give you a tour of the apartment.
Nice. Looking very share housey already.
Cabinet there. Just for the internet that isn't working right now. Shout out to the fucking NBN.
Okay.
Nice big lounge room for the fellas.
Oh, boys, get up to no good here.
Oh.
TV.
Are you already in there?
Yeah, we moved in the part 2 weeks ago.
You've been living there for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is where I'll be cooking my tandoori chickens. Huge fridge. Pantry for the
Nice.
fellas. My favourite. A little window into Charlie's room. The beer window. Or the milk window.
Cute.
Laundry. Bathroom.
You got a bath, mate. You'd be soaking in that tub.
And now for my room.
Cute.
Oh, the Beat Factory.
Huge.
The Beat Factory. Nice. Oh, I got the ensuite.
Billie Eilish calendar. Shout out to my sister. Thanks for the TV, Tommy. Really appreciate it.
Oh.
Where the magic happens. Bookcase with the sort of knickknacks.
Wow. Big ensuite guy.
Just thought I'd give you a little taste of what you missed out on for the next month, boys.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Oh my god. Oh.
don't.
I'll take that housewarming present now. Thanks,
Dude.
Did you see the kick? You still got it, mate.
Still got it, absolutely.
Dude.
Oh, that was special.
That was fucked up.
So yeah,
Tobler.
we never really discussed the other end of the bet if I moved out, but I mean, it's a bit
We
hard
didn't.
to do now that I've won.
We'll get you housewarming gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
we
good.
said that. We said
Yeah.
we'd get him
Yeah.
out when we give.
All right,
And
sounds
that's
good,
the
boys.
telly. So done.
Yeah, the telly.
Job
There
done.
you go. Congratulations.
Job done.
Yeah,
Enjoy
sweet.
the TV that doesn't
Maybe
have
a remote would be good.
Slow as shit.
What do you want?
A remote for that TV that doesn't.
Dude, have you ever heard of fucking setting up Google Home devices on your phone, you dork?
No.
You
I'll have to
you
look
can
into
control
it
the whole
now. I've
thing
always
off your
just
phone.
So
had
you're
a
rocking
remote
that
for a
dirty old
TV.
Kogan. Maybe we'll get him a telly.
A big manta ray.
No.
No, we'll get you a fucking... Yeah, well, I mean, that TV's fine. I don't know if we need to give him a TV. He has a TV right there.
You said it was shit and slow as fuck.
It's fine for him.
All right, leave it with us.
Yeah. Well done,
Maybe
Tobler.
some
I tell you who
dub.
needs
Thanks,
grumpy
boys.
coffee, you and me now, because I'm fucking Devo. He's not
Oh,
Daisy
so
Dukes.
dude.
That's annoying.
So we're grumpy. Tom and I are grumpy. I've already had a grumpy coffee. I'm going to need another one.
I'm having mine right now.
I'm going to need another one because that's devastating. Code DOD, 10% off. Honestly, give it a try, punters and dribblers. It's fucking good gear. Kempy has delivered.
Kids delivered.
A very... Sessionable is not the right word for
Sessionable
coffee.
isn't, but you...
But
I
do you know what I'm
you
trying to mean?
I know what you mean. You could session it.
Yeah, you could.
Get on the espresso martinis.
Hannah.
He should be doing that.
Hannah.
He should be doing the grumpy martinis.
Fuck yeah. There's an idea for you, bro.
There you go, Kempy. Do grumpy martinis, you dog.
Righto. We're off to do an interview. We'll let you know who it is
Later.
later on.
All right.
Peace.
Could you two just not talk anymore?